It's Friday, May the 17th. Here's what's happening right now at 6.
Well, with having 45,000 veterans within a 75-mile radius of the Tri-Cities, it certainly makes sense.
We're exploring why the Tri-Cities is being considered for the state of Washington's second veteran cemetery. Also tonight,
it all starts and ends with the community. We're here to serve the community, and so we want to make sure that we are providing a safe and effective service for them.
The Pasco Fire Department is getting ready to celebrate the opening of a brand new fire station. Monique Ledesma is on the story. Plus, a several hundred-acre fire breaks out northeast of Zilla today. We'll have the latest details. And the cool down has begun. Hayden Nix back in for Stacy. He'll have your first alert weekend weather forecast as the news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Austin Reed. Alyssa Warner is on assignment. We're going to start in Yakima County, where firefighters stayed busy today with a fire that burned hundreds of acres northeast of Zilla. Check this out. You can see that the fire was burning in a very grassy area, and breezy conditions had the flames moving fast. Yakima County Fire District 5 says multiple agencies came out to help. Fire officials also say that some people may have lost power. That's not directly because of the fire, but because Pacific Power has a new system to turn off power lines in high fire risk conditions. As we are getting into fire season, the Pasco Fire Department is inviting you to come see their newest fire station. New at 6 now, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma got a special preview of the celebration that's happening tomorrow.
I spoke to Chris Mortson, the Deputy Fire Chief of Pasco Fire Department, about the new Pasco Fire Station 85 and their ribbon cutting ceremony that's also an open house on Saturday from noon to 4 for community members to come take a look at the new station and thank them for all their support.
We want to have that opportunity to just open it back up to them and see what they were actually supporting, see the outcome of their support and all the work that went into it, from our city council to our city management team, down to the fire department, and just really want them engaged and to be able to enjoy and celebrate the fruits of a lot of labor, but it all started with their support.
Deputy Chief Mortson says community engagement plays a key role in ensuring safety.
It all starts and ends with the community. We're here to serve the community, and so we want to make sure that we are providing a safe and effective service for them.
He says the new station will help firefighters get to a scene quicker and keep up with all the growth that's happening in Pasco.
All the stations are strategically placed so that we have good response times to get to 911 calls. And so as we grow, we truly do want to demonstrate that we're keeping pace with that growth in providing safety and our services, so that when folks call 911, they're not waiting an extraordinary amount of time for our crews to come from a different station.
At the celebration on Saturday, people will be able to collect the 5th collectible station chip with the station's logo on it. Reporting in Pasco, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Monique, thank you. Have a great weekend. It is time to talk about our weather. Meteorologist Hayden Nix back with us. He has a first look at your weekend forecast right around the corner, sir.
Yeah, well, thankfully, we're starting to see those winds easing up a little bit compared to where they were 24 hours ago. Still up there right now, but not to the degree as yesterday. Tri-City sustained at 10. We've got sustained wind speeds from Hanford over to Yakima up towards Ellensburg in the 20s. Gusts, on the other hand, have peaked, and for today, we've been seeing them cruising around 35 to 45 miles per hour. Even did have a gust today peak at 57 miles per hour in Ellensburg. That's pretty significant. Did have a wind advisory that was in effect for the Kittitas Valley until 6 p.m. That has been allowed to expire. Thank goodness. Now we're just dealing with winds staying below that wind advisory threshold for the rest of this evening going into this weekend. Temperatures are much cooler as well, mid-60s to lower 70s area-wide, and we're going to keep with that trend going into this weekend. This evening, very pleasant out there. We'll go with 70 at 7, 63 by 9 p.m., but chilly tonight with 42 for a low. And we'll see a chance for those cooler than normal temperatures to continue into next week with some rain chances too. We're going to talk more about all of that a little bit later.
Hayden, we appreciate that. We are tracking developing news tonight. The city of Richland says they are dealing with a data breach. The city says hackers went through the Benton County Emergency Services computer system to get to City of Richland's servers earlier this week. Officials are still working to figure out how much data might be at risk, but they said it could include personal information of people living in Richland, especially the city utility customers. Officials say they are hoping to have more information about who's impacted by next week. Stay with us for updates. The entire state of Washington has only one full-fledged veterans cemetery, but that could soon change, as the Tri-Cities may just be the location leaders choose for this to become a reality. And now the state wants to hear from you. New at 6, I'm digging deeper with the Columbia Basin Veterans Center in Pasco.
Well, with having 45,000 veterans within a 75-mile radius of the Tri-Cities, it certainly makes sense. And if you think about the families of veterans that are going to mourn their loved ones, typically those are going to be people that are a little older. So having to make that drive to Medical Lake or to Kent oftentimes isn't something that they can do.
So that is why the Washington State Department of Veterans Affairs is holding a town hall on Wednesday, May 22nd, to discuss the potential for a new state veterans cemetery right here in the Tri-Cities. The meeting will be held at the West Richland Police Department and is open to the public.
So military is primarily based around customs and courtesies and tradition, right? And we do things similar and we do them the same way for decades. And that's a lot of the heritage that you get out of the military. And having a veteran cemetery where you can continue those honors and continue that style that oftentimes, even if you only serve 4 years in the military, that's the flagship of what you did in your life.
As of now, the closest thing the Tri-Cities has to honor vets is this memorial at Columbia River Park in Kennewick. Regarding the town hall, residents can learn more about site requirements, hear about the existing State Veterans Cemetery in Kent with a satellite location at Medical Lake. Residents will also learn how a facility will serve veterans and families living in South Central and Southeast Washington. Would you say, too, another big reason why the Tri-Cities is being looked at is because of the growth here?
Absolutely. I mean, the growth is undeniable in every direction. We've already got the population to justify it, and it makes a lot of sense.
According to the Washington Department of Veterans Affairs, they say that they're looking for land that meets criteria laid out by the federal VA State Cemetery Grants Program. Proposed sites are considered based on several criteria, including access to public roadways, availability of utilities, and the suitability of the land. The agency is currently searching for 100 acres at the recommendation of the National Cemetery Association.
So I'll be at the meeting, and one of our board members, May Hayes, who's been a big proponent for making this happen, right? So she's keeping us in the loop, and it's for us at this point, it's getting where we fit in, make sure our voices are heard. But once the ball starts rolling, if we can help in any way, we certainly will.
No word on when a final decision will be made, but again, the open house is next Wednesday. It starts at 10 a.m. It will continue until 12 noon. It is inside the West Richland Police Department. Now to news that's making a difference. The Tri-Cities Cancer Center Foundation held a big event today, making a difference for people going through chemotherapy. This is the second year that volunteers have gathered for a pillowcase party. They cut, fold, and sew satin pillowcases, which are more comfortable for patients who have lost their hair. Organizers tell us the event is about more than providing a soft place to rest. It's a way to build community, too.
This will go to somebody in our community who got this unfortunate diagnosis, who found that they heard those words, cancer, and their life changed. And knowing that there's even just that little bit of comfort, that they're not alone in this, that they know that there's a community behind them, supporting them all the way, is so important.
The goal this year was to make more than 300 pillowcases to give to cancer patients throughout the year. All right, the news at 6 just getting started. It is going to be a very busy weekend all across the region, but will the weather cooperate? Meteorologist Hayden Nix has a look at when the winds will take a break. That's in his first alert weather forecast. Stay with us.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Next week, where will Chris Hemsworth and Anya Taylor-Joy be first thing in the morning?
Get ready, JMI.
We are coming your way.
And Blair and Sam are taking you aboard the USS Baton live for Fleet Week, only on Good Morning America.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can do all your favorite beach activities, like spike ball, whitewater rafting, shrimp boils, wade fishing, or hanging with the locals. You can say that again.
Right now, lease a new 2024 4Runner for $489 per month. See your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
The Memorial Day sale starts this weekend at More Furniture. And you can save big with store-wide sale prices and free white glove delivery. Get your home summer ready with the in-stock looks you love and an incredible selection on all furniture, mattresses, and accessories. Why buy online when you can get real furniture at a real value? Visit your local More Furniture now.
The race continues for over $13,000 in cash and prizes with Wild Horse Resort and Casino's $125,000 Derby Dash for cash and prizes. Play all week to earn entries, then multiply them on Thursdays. Drawings every Friday and Saturday. Pick your lucky horse and ride away with up to $700 cash. Then join us on Saturday, May 25th for the $15,000 grand prize. 3 winners will race toward the finish line, and the winner takes home $10,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus the year's best deals like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
This is the all-new Tempur-Pedic Adapt mattress, and we designed it to help make aches and pains a thing of the past. Because our most advanced, infinitely adaptable Tempur material eases your pressure points, inch by inch and molecule by molecule, in a way no other mattress can. All night, every night.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever battle New York. Watch Saturday morning at 9:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
All right, we are back now. Happening this weekend in Pasco, the nonprofit organization PFLAG is hosting their annual Walk and Roll event. PFLAG stands for Parents, Families, and Friends of Lesbians and Gays. The organization is based in the Tri-Cities and serves all of Benton and Franklin counties. Participants will walk, skate, bike, or roll along the Columbia River at Chiawana Park, to be exact. After the walk and roll, there will be a resource fair and picnic. All proceeds from the event will go to PFLAG to continue education and awareness within our community. Pre-registration guarantees a food and drink ticket plus a commemorative item.
I think that it is very important for LGBT risks and issues to be talked about here in the Tri-Cities. I mean, in the last 20 years, we've come a long way. I think that so many more businesses and so many more of our community members have begun to join in the fight for LGBT rights.
Pre-sale tickets are available up until 8 p.m. tonight. Those tickets are $25. You can sign up for tomorrow morning, but you have to pay more, $30. The event starts at 10. It will continue until 1 p.m. again at Chiawana Park in Pasco. The unofficial start to summer is right around the corner, and early forecasts are pointing to a season filled with travel. AAA predicts tens of millions of people will travel away from home this Memorial Day weekend. New at 6, reporter Ivan Rodriguez is looking into what these numbers mean for people's travel plans.
Nearly 44 million people will travel 50 miles or more from home this Memorial Day weekend. 3.5 million of them are expected to travel by air, a 9% increase compared to 2019, according to AAA.
In 2005, that was the busiest Memorial Day weekend we've seen in 25 years. That was 4 years after 9/11 and right before the recession. So that year was particularly busy for travel. What we're seeing now is in 2024, 4 years after the pandemic, the travel industry has just come back in a big way.
Aixa Diaz with AAA says Memorial Day travel paints a picture of what we can expect for summer travel. Based on their projections, the season is expected to be sizzling hot. The Transportation Security Administration, for its part, also expects setting new records this summer. The agency predicts screening more than 3 million passengers on same peak days this upcoming season.
Airports are going to be packed. If you've flown recently, you know that most flights these days don't have many empty seats left. People are flying in big numbers.
Diaz says road trips are also expected to set a new record, with about 38 million people traveling by car, with gas prices similar to last year.
Gas prices have been ticking down in recent days, and they've really remained steady over the past month or so. So we haven't seen any spikes in gas prices.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
Well, the Wiley City Rodeo is happening this weekend. This story fresh at 6. Wiley City, by the way, is about 10 miles west of Union Gap. This is the 75th annual Jackpot Rodeo. Besides calf roping and bull riding, steer wrestling, and team events, there will also be a rodeo show with a country and outlaw theme. And of course, there's the rodeo queen. The rodeo is tomorrow and Sunday.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, you've got the rodeo, you've got the Onion Man Triathlon, and so many other things going on this weekend. What is the weather going to look and feel like? Well, let's talk about it. It's unfortunately not going to be like last weekend, where we had upper 80s to lower 90s for Mother's Day weekend. We're in fact going to be dealing with temperatures that are a little bit more on the cooler than average side, and that's going to be the theme that we see beyond this upcoming weekend as well, just to give you a taste and conversation about what's ahead going into next week too, going into the week before Memorial Day weekend. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s and lower 70s for this evening for a little while longer. Then we're going to see those temperatures dropping, all thanks to the change in the weather pattern that we've been experiencing, and you have felt it with those winds coming in. Take a look at how these gusts have been reported today, with peaking out of 57 in Ellensburg, 36 at the Tri-Cities, and it looks generally in the mid-30s down around the Tri-Cities area. And that's where we've had the lowest wind gust reports, but Ellensburg taking the cake, 58 miles per hour since yesterday. That was the peak wind gust over the last 24 to 36 hours. Yakima at 47, Hermiston at 44, Walla Walla with the slowest wind gust of 37 miles per hour. Now, as I mentioned, we had the ridge break down. That's where we kissed the 80s goodbye. Now we've got the dip in the jet stream that's allowing for us to see the cooler temperatures, a little more moisture in the form of cloud cover. And yes, as we see this jet stream trend into next week, we're going to see other disturbances coming in from Alaska into the Pacific Northwest, with that jet stream acting as a pathway to guide it right towards us. And that is going to give way to even the opportunity of some rain chances even in the valleys. Now, we are going to talk more about that in just a minute, but let's talk about what the first dip in the jet stream is going to do besides cooler temperatures. Futurecast is going to take this into motion going into this weekend. Notice we're going to keep it dry down towards Tri-Cities and Sunnyside, Yakima, Walla Walla, to name a few locations, but look at the Cascades. We are going to see that chance of having some activity in the higher elevations, and even the possibility of some of that decently accumulating up towards a quarter of an inch of rainfall. And then we'll watch that break down, and then another area of precip forming on the foothills and the blues. That will be for late Saturday night. And I think Futurecast may be a little bit overdone with this. We could see that not as extensive as what it's showing there, but overall it's getting the timing and the general census of the area that we could be seeing that set up there. Then we go dry for the rest of the weekend, but then we have yet another disturbance that will be coming in Tuesday into Wednesday That'll give us another opportunity for rainfall, and that'll be more than just the Cascades and the Blues. Tonight, lower 40s, upper 30s, even back west of Ellensburg and Yakima, we could see those temperatures down in the mid-30s to near freezing, so be prepared for that. We've got upper 60s to mid-70s tomorrow. A lot of sunshine, but we will see occasional times where cloud cover may try to filter in. Your 7-day planning forecast shows that we will see 70s more as the common theme for our high temperatures, lows in the 40s. Notice Tuesday and Wednesday for the Tri-Cities and Yakima. We will have a 30% chance of rain potential both days there, and it will be very light accumulation if we get anything to come out of those clouds. Of course, we're going to be tracking it closely for you as we get closer to time. Austin?
Hayden, thank you. Up next on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, some college students in the Midwest are taking a class about happiness. We're talking about what they're learning and why. Coming up.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
Get 3.9% APR for 48 months plus $1,000 purchase allowance on a 2024 Cadillac Lyric when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not so far away, Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
No matter what roads lead you home, McCurley Mazda is about to make your journey even better. Whether it's cruising riverside highways, winding vineyard trails, or anywhere else your travels take you, now is the perfect time to upgrade your way home. Visit McCurley in the Pasco Autoplex today for this special offer.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing up to 60 months from McCurley Mazda.
Hey, Tri-Cities! It's Eric the Peanut Guy with your Tri-City Dust Devils. It's the best time of the year. No, not yard work season. It's baseball season! So come out to Geisa Stadium and enjoy $2 hot dogs, soft drinks, and more on Family Feast Night Friday, May 17th, thanks to Yoke's Fresh Market. And it's School Night, presented by Polish Homes. Saturday the 18th, enjoy the best fireworks show in town, brought to you by Desert Food Mart. Visit the official ticket site at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Here comes the sun. Get moving with a new car from Overturf Kia. The new 2024 Kia Sportage gives you 3 great ways to save fuel. Available with fuel-efficient gas engine, a gas-electric hybrid, or as a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. A new 2024 Kia Sportage with all-wheel drive starts at just $30,990. Plus, get 1.9% interest for up to 48 months. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Thanks for staying with us. Students at Iowa State University now have the option to take a class about being happy. This is a little bit more practical than it might sound. The Science and Practice of Happiness teaches students about how to form good habits and some of the things they can do every day to increase their chances of being happy. The professor is a clinical psychologist who says there is a genetic component to happiness that you can't really change, but she says you can take steps to give yourself more opportunities to be happy, and it might make you healthier too.
How can you maintain your well-being even when life throws you curveballs? We're going to be talking about creating habits today. Happier people get less colds. They are less likely to get chronic illnesses.
Yeah, researchers also say even if you can't go back to the classroom, one of the easiest ways to boost your own happiness is to start by taking a short walk and enjoying what you see around you. Connecting with a friend, whether that's online or in person, is another good step. And of course, focusing on getting a good night's sleep helps too. Still ahead tonight, we're talking about a new waterfront restaurant option opening up in the Tri-Cities. Plus, Hayden Nix will be back, have a look at your weekend weather forecast. The area's only local news at 6:30. Starts in about 6 minutes.
North Idaho's Fernand Lake. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Why do you Goodwill? Well, there are countless reasons.
I come for the thrill of a deal, and I never miss out on the 50% off tag.
I like to hunt the bins for hidden gems.
Goodwill lets you define your style with unique gifts and treasures around every corner.
And giving back to your community just feels wonderful.
With hundreds of reasons to shop at Goodwill, you can feel great about knowing 95.7 cents of every dollar you spend helps your community. Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
Things you'll hear on Jeopardy Masters this season.
Who is Aquinas?
What is cuneiform?
What's potty training?
6 all-time greats, 1 incredible tournament.
I'm the final boss. This is what I do.
Jeopardy Masters primetime event continues tonight on ABC.
Spring is my favorite time of year. I love when I can finally bring my garden back to life. Having a healthy and thriving garden is just one of those little things that brings me so much joy. A reliable truck that can handle my to-do list is essential, and it really does make the job easier. Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
No matter what roads lead you home, McCurley Mazda is about to make your journey even better. Whether it's cruising riverside highways, winding vineyard trails, or anywhere else your travels take you, now is the perfect time to upgrade your way home. Visit McCurley and the Pasco Autoplex today for this special offer.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing up to 60 months from McCurley Mazda.
The Memorial Day sale starts this weekend at Moore Furniture, and you can save big with store-wide sale prices and free white glove delivery. Get your home summer ready with the in-stock looks you love and an incredible selection on all furniture, mattresses, and accessories. Why buy online when you can get real furniture at a real value? Visit your local Moore Furniture now.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. So switch to Spectrum and get a powerful network that connects nearly 500 million devices.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with free modem, no data caps, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee when you level up to a gig. Call 1-855-735-1336 or scan to call.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming with the most reliable internet speeds. Get a powerful network that millions of customers rely on. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with 99.9% network reliability, no added taxes or hidden fees, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-735-1336.
Call now.
Every year, more people are diagnosed with skin cancer in the U.S. than all other cancers combined. Get facts about skin cancer at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Skin cancer prevention and screening available at Prosser Memorial Health. Visit prosserhealth.org.
New tonight, Larson Gallery's Outdoor Yakima Art Festival is tomorrow, Saturday. It's happening from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Rotary Marketplace in downtown Yakima. This is a fundraising event the gallery holds every year and includes over 30 artist vendors where you can buy original pieces, all for under $500. There will also be live music, demonstrations, children activities, food trucks, plus a beer and wine garden. And the American Reflections 24th Annual Car Show is on Sunday in Moxie. One of the car club's goals is to reach younger people. The organizer says that classics are easier to work on and they do gain value over the years. The show is Sunday, this Sunday, rain or shine, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Moxie Park. The news at 6:30 coming up in just a few. Tonight, we're getting into the weekend with some much cooler temperatures. Don't be fooled. Breezy conditions mean there's still a high fire risk. Meteorologist Hayden Nix in for Stacy. He'll have a look at your first alert weather forecast. Plus, as Pasco is working on building new high schools, Richland is now asking voters to sign off on funding to do the same. That and more right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Welcome to the area's only local news at 6:30. We start tonight in Richland. Authorities spent the day looking for a wanted person. This was the scene on the 1800 block of Jericho Road. When our crews were there around 11 this morning, we saw multiple Benton County Sheriff's deputies and a couple Pasco police units. But we aren't sure how they are connected with the case since this standoff was at a large home in Richland. We also saw police canines and a drone. We're still waiting to hear from cops about why this all went down. No word on any injuries. Stay with us online at applevalleynewsnow.com for updates through the weekend. This just in at 6:30 in Western Washington, a road rage incident that ended with State Patrol shooting and killing a man is now under investigation. Investigators say someone started ramming a WashDOT vehicle on the I-5 northbound side in Seattle. Just as rush hour traffic was starting to pick up. This happened yesterday afternoon. 2 workers were in the vehicle at the time. Investigators say the suspect had a hammer and got into some kind of physical fight with one of the workers and a State Patrol trooper. That fight ended with the trooper shooting and killing the suspect. Well, the Southeast is getting slammed with more extreme rain and severe storms, hitting Houston with some of the worst conditions seen there in decades. ABC's Melissa Adon has more.
Several people are dead after a violent storm pummeled the Houston metro area, blowing windows out of high-rise buildings, flipping 18-wheelers, dozens injured, and more than 700,000 without power.
No, it was scary. I was scared like the roof was gonna get torn off. I was scared someone's gonna fly through the window and start breaking windows. It was scary.
The National Weather Service confirming 100-mile-per-hour winds through downtown Houston. Officials comparing the storm to a hurricane.
This kind of wind is something we have not seen in Harris County since Hurricane Alicia in 1983. There were strong winds in Ike. I remember, so many of us remember in 2008, but it was not like this.
A disaster declaration issued in Harris County.
The next few days are going to be hard. The next few weeks are going to be hard for some folks in our community. They're going to be uncomfortable, but we've been through this.
This Houston family losing their family-run tire shop when it was destroyed by the severe weather.
2.5 years, my family business, and it's hard, really hard.
ABC's Mireya Villarreal in downtown Houston.
If you take a look right behind me, you can see the extent of some of that damage. This is a bar restaurant. Thankfully, nobody was inside when the storm hit, but the power of the winds basically sheared off the entire side of the building.
Across the Southeast, cleanup is underway as many are still without power, and there are more threats of flash flooding and excessive rainfall ahead.
Outside of Houston, the National Weather Service confirming a tornado struck the city of Cypress. This marks the 22nd straight day with a confirmed or reported tornado across the country. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, locally, we're not having to deal with that, and that's good news. Let's check in with meteorologist Hayden Nix, though. Hayden, that's a crazy storm.
Yeah, we're going to be watching closely the wind here. Thankfully, we're starting to see it trending onto the slower side compared to where it has been over the last 24 hours. Still looking at sustained speeds, though, in the 20s. Thankfully, not more than 26 miles per hour. That's the biggest sustained wind report that we've seen so far this afternoon in Ellensburg, where they did have a gust in the last 24 hours at 57 miles per hour. Pretty significant there. Elsewhere, we've got mid-30s for wind gusts being reported from the Prosser, Tri-Cities, as well as back to towards Pendleton. That wind advisory, thank goodness it is now gone. I just want to give you a heads up that that is no more of an issue. We do anticipate the winds to still remain breezy though, but below that criteria. And even then, don't let your guard down. Please avoid burning at all costs until the winds do let up. Temperatures are much cooler compared to where they were over the last couple of days, with those 60s and 70s on board for this afternoon. And into the evening hours, it will be quite chilly out there, with those temperatures dropping to 42 degrees tonight. And that's where we'll start our Saturday morning, with temperatures remaining below normal for this time of the year over the next several days. We're also going to be tacking on a chance for some rainfall. We're going to break down when all this is expected to take place coming up.
Yeah, the nights and overnights definitely are chilly. Hayden, thank you. Earlier this week, the Richland School District approved a motion to run its bond in the upcoming general election, totaling $314 million. This includes several projects, including the new comprehensive high school, a new innovative high school, the new transportation cooperative, along with numerous capital projects and more. There was a push to run the bond for the new high school and other projects, but there was some debates on when to run the bond.
I don't know how you get a message out on a general election like we're coming to, where I'd be surprised if we're barely making the news. We have competitive congressional races. We have a somewhat divisive presidential race. And our message needs to be clear.
I mean, when we've had primaries, we have really poor turnout in this area. So, I mean, I think we just need to stick with November. There's so much energy in the community about the third high school. It's not like it's the first time they've heard of it.
In the end, the Richland School Board decided on running the bond package for voters to consider in November. The $314 million bond package would result in an increase in $1 to the tax rate if voters approve it. A new waterfront restaurant in Richland is now open. It's called Perch Cantina. It's on Columbia Point Drive. The owners tell us that the inspiration for the restaurant came from traveling to places like Southern California. It took 3 years of planning to get here, including some delays, but the owner tells Apple Valley News now being part of a family-owned business makes things a bit easier.
The fact that it was really family built and now family ran, we communicate really well together. So if there ever were any hiccups in the building process or the menu design, we would just communicate with each other, find a solution.
This also isn't the first restaurant the family has opened together. They also own Three-Eyed Fish Kitchen and Bar and Lulu Craft Bar and Kitchen, also both located in Richland. All last week, the Snake River Palouse tribe had a caravan of canoes paddling down the Snake River for their second annual canoe journey. New at 6:30, Toby Solving got a snapshot of the week-long paddle and what it means to the tribe.
The Palouse tribe is bringing back cultural traditions and reconnecting with lands that were lost when the lower Snake River dams went in. Ione Iron Horse Jones spearheaded this adventure that included tribes from all over the state, river advocates and organizations, a documentary filmmaker, and, of course, friends and family.
It's a real community allyship together. You know, everything came donated.
They started at Lyons Ferry and traveled about 50 miles. But the journey was about so much more than just canoeing down the Snake River.
During our off-paddle times, we have been providing rematriation activities, which includes planting some of the original native plants that were grown here.
Bobby Fosek rounded up the group for a lesson about native and invasive plants.
Roses are really good at holding the bank together, then they protect them because they have thorns.
He then led the group in a planting of a wild rose on the riverbank. Everyone was invited to plant some seeds, forming their own personal connection with the land and the river.
We really want to include rematriation and each community ally here in ensuring that all of us leave a piece of us here. And so now we're all family.
Also along for the journey was a documentary filmmaker, Grace Pancrati. Her latest piece is focusing on Jones and the issues she's bringing attention to.
I'm working with Ione on a short film about her work,
and her family's mission to rematriate the land and bring the bones that were stolen back, bring their people back to the river, get the river running free again.
Breaching the dams is one of those issues highlighted by this journey. As the group prepared to launch, one paddler took the opportunity to cast a fishing line. Right away, he had a fish on the line. The fish had a hook and line stuck in its mouth from being caught before, so Basil got it out and released the fish back into the water.
We are continuing this cultural and traditional knowledge-based system, and that's it. This is it. We're here to let the river guide us and share with us the type of medicines that they need so that the rivers can help restoring our salmon and help protecting the lands from so many wildland fires.
For the Palouse, passing down traditions keeps their culture alive, and in journeys like this one, they're leaving a seed of hope in their ancestral lands along the river. This is Toby Solvang with Apple Valley News Now.
Toby, thank you so much. The news at 6:30 just getting started. Still ahead. Let's take a live look outside. Beautiful conditions as we head into the weekend, but it's gonna feel chilly after the above average heat. Meteorologist Hayden Nix returns with your forecast. Plus, it has been just a few months since the first Neuralink patient got a chip implanted in his brain, allowing him to control a computer. Now, company founder Elon Musk is looking for another person to try out the tech. That story is next.
Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever battle New York. Watch Saturday morning at 9:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Dishwasher on the fritz. Laundry giving you fits. A water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction, it's too expensive to remodel your bath. Fact, with Bath Fitter's hundreds of design options, you'll get the bath you want to fit your budget. Fiction, bath remodels take forever and tear the house apart. Fact, Bath Fitter installation takes just 1 day to fit your schedule. Get the bath that fits you. Bath Fitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
These are real people seeking solutions to real problems.
I have plantar fasciitis.
Pain with my feet, my knees. Feet, knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports.
I definitely feel the heel-to-toe walk.
I'm not feeling any pain, especially in my heel. That's where I always feel it.
I don't feel the knee pain. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Oh, you're a blessing in disguise.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
There's working you. And then there's chill you. Chill you is more carefree and curious, more present, more relaxed, more fun. Chill you is the best you. There you are. Bring back your chill you with an escape to Corridor 8, the city by the lake. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
Hey, Dad, look.
Us.
This is the magma chamber.
This isn't us, is it? When did we get so connected to our devices and so disconnected from each other?
She's not answering.
What? And when our phones have turned us into this, LT, what do you do when you're a company that sells them?
We gotta fix this.
It's time to find what we're missing. Join us in taking a break from our devices. Take the phones down for 5 challenge for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes. Feels good. And let's find us again. US Cellular, built for us.
It's time to save big at Broadmoor RV Superstore in Pasco. The Forest River Adventure Fest sale, May 17th through the 19th. Get a new Forest River Salem. Was $24,000, now just $16,990. A new 2024 R-Pod Classic, sale priced as low as $21,990. How about a new 27-foot Coachman Freelander, sale priced at just $89,990. The Forest River Adventure Fest sale, May 17th through the 19th at Broadmoor RV in Pasco.
Get incredible savings on top-of-the-line mattress brands at More Furniture during the Memorial event. Save up to $800 on the very best sleep systems from luxury brands like Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. And you'll get special 60-month interest-free financing to help you rest even easier. Get fitted for your perfect sleep system today and save up to $800 at More Furniture for less.
Welcome back. Elon Musk says he's now looking for a second person to test out brain implant technology. His company, Neuralink, implanted a brain chip into a human patient 5 months ago. 30-year-old Noland Arbaugh has been paralyzed from the shoulders down for nearly a decade. He told ABC News, even with some unexpected problems in the past few days, this device changed his life.
Very happy that I would be a part of something that I believe is so monumental and this next step forward of helping people with paralysis.
What can you do now with the chip implanted that you could not do prior?
I can control a computer just like anyone else can, which is not something I was able to do beforehand.
You just played some music?
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. Do you worry because you are the first patient that something unforeseen could go wrong now that this is inside your head?
I wouldn't say worry. It was something where I knew that if I did this, then it would take a lot of headache and heartache away from the people down the road.
Now, the device is a piece of technology trying to connect with human biology, so it's a finicky process. But Neuralink researchers say even after running into some problems with Arbaugh's device, they were able to make adjustments that they say now have it working better than before.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, last weekend it was certainly nice and warm out there, summer-like, but now we're going back to spring-like conditions this weekend. So we're going from that to 60s and 70s all across the board this weekend. And be prepared, it will be nice, but you may have to start out with a jacket in the morning. Temperatures are going to respond with cooler readings in the morning as we get things going, but thankfully that's going to be more of what we trend to think about as we head into this weekend instead of the very windy conditions that we've had over the last 24 to 36 hours. Readings right now in the 60s and 70s area wide. 59 though now in Ellensburg, where they have had a peak wind gust that almost matches their current air temperature today. 54 at Moses Lake. We've had 35 and 36 mile per hour gusts being reported in the Tri-Cities area as well as Walla Walla. 45 though now being reported down in Pendleton. Some of the highest wind gusts over the last 24 to 36 hours have been pretty significant. Up there at 58 miles per hour in Ellensburg. That's a typical trouble spot. Yakima at 47, Pendleton 46, Hermiston 44, 41 in the Tri-Cities to 37 being the slowest speed reported in the major cities at Walla Walla. Now your weather pattern is going to show that all of this is due in part to the ridge dropping south. We're welcoming the dips in the jet stream, which is going to create that pathway for additional disturbances to move through this area. And we're going to see one this weekend that's going to bring the cooler temperatures and then also additional cloud cover and also some precipitation in it, but it's limited to where it's at in elevation. And then we're going to see another system coming in next week that's going to encourage even more than what we're going to experience this weekend, which we'll talk more about in just a moment. Futurecast, though, with the first disturbance arriving this weekend, is going to showcase some precipitation over in the Cascades. Most of the form of rainfall. I cannot rule out maybe some of that trying to convert over to a few snow flurries, especially in the highest areas of the Cascades. But overall, precipitation is expected to remain light. Then once that happens, we're moving into Saturday night. There will be a transition with the activity moving towards the hills and the blues, the foothills, and that is going to be something I think Futurecast is a bit overdone with. I think we'll still see it in area and in time, but the overall spread of what we would see on radar would be less than this, but certainly something that will be worth watching. We're going to keep it dry in between the blues and the Cascades, of course, until next week when things will begin to change. We're going to talk about tonight, though, real quick. Low 40s to upper 30s. We will have mostly clear sky conditions, but we will have a chance of some of those clouds building in from time to time, so we'll average that out to partly cloudy. Tomorrow, upper 60s to mid 70s, a beautiful start to the weekend. It will be breezy for a period on Saturday. Then we're going to see that lighten up going into the late afternoon hours. Notice here we are going to be trending with temperatures in the 70s. We should be averaging the upper 70s at this point, but we are going to hold in the mid and lower 70s for our 7-day forecast, trending for Tri-Cities and Yakima. Notice by Tuesday and Wednesday, that's another point I want to address here. That's when we're going to see that second disturbance coming in, and it will allow for some moisture to work its way down into the valley. And with this, we are going to have very light accumulation at this point in regards to rainfall. For now, less than 1/10 of an inch, but I'll take what we can get. If we do, we'll keep you updated on how this will continue to trend going into the middle of next week. Austin?
All right, Hayden, thank you. We'll check back in with you one more time tonight. Hey, SELA Community Days is already underway. There's a carnival with rides and games, live entertainment, a car show, parade, and of course, fair food and vendor booths. There's also a coloring contest. The mission statement of the SELA Community Days Association says in part that the annual celebration is intended to create a positive interaction among residents, businesses, and other SELA organizations. We'll be right back.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pie gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Get 3.9% APR for 48 months plus $1,000 purchase allowance on a 2024 Cadillac Lyric when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on the KMA 80R Combi motor or the HSA 50 hedge trimmer. Real Steel.
No matter what roads lead you home, McCurley Mazda is about to make your journey even better. Whether it's cruising riverside highways, winding vineyard trails, or anywhere else your travels take you, now is the perfect time to upgrade your way home. Visit McCurley in the Pasco Autoplex today for this special offer.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing up to 60 months from McCurley Mazda.
Are you looking for a bank that has traditional values and modern solutions? Are you looking for a bank that is member-owned? Are you looking for a bank that leaves a lasting impact on the community? I've got news for you. You're not looking for a bank. Belong to something better. Join Hatho Community Credit Union, where you are more than just a member. Visit hatho.org to join today. Where do you credit union?
Welcome to Beaver Valley Lodge, your rustic lodging and event venue in the beautiful Leavenworth, Washington. Experience the great outdoors and enjoy the beauty of the mountains as you stay with us on our 50 acres in the Cascade Foothills. Whether you're joining us for a wedding, retreat, vacation, or family reunion, we're here to make your stay unforgettable. We make it our goal for you to come as a guest, but leave as a friend. Book your stay today at beavervalleylodge.com. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever battle New York. Watch Saturday morning at 9:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
All right, if you're not by your TV, come check this out. Walla Walla Police Department's K-9 officer made her very first drug bust this week. It was on Tuesday when the Walla Walla Regional Drug Gang Task Force arrested 2 people near the 1400 block of Isaacs Avenue. Police say both tried to run away but were caught after a short chase. Police say the car that they ran away from was impounded, and that's when the newly certified narcotics-trained K9 Days made her alert to officers. They found a lot of meth, 335 fentanyl pills, over 10 grams of fentanyl powder, and 2 guns in the vehicle. We will have one final look at your forecast. That's right after this.
You're gonna need a new bumper.
Did you say burger, guac, cheese, Santa Fe burger sauce, burger, jalapeno pepper, cheese, burger, spicy cheese, bacon, guac, cheese, bacon.
Need burger! Good burger.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can start it with a splash. With a play date at a park. Or at a party with friends. Or at an epic water balloon fight. Gotcha!
Right now, you can lease a new 2024 Camry for just $329 a month. See your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $1,950 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus, get 0 down and 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off select Kubota tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is a short drive to big fun. Plan your weekday getaway and play on one of our hot slots or hit one of our championship courses for a round of golf. Wait, there's more. Catch a movie, have a family night of bowling, and go out to eat. This is what a weekday should feel like. And this month, race towards big wins during the $125,000 Derby Dash for cash and prizes with over $13,000 given away every Friday and Saturday. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
The El Diablo Burger is back at Carl's Jr. Habanero, jalapeno poppers, bacon. Give in to your devilish desires.
You don't have to tell me twice.
I figured El Diablo is back for eternity. Only at Carl's Jr.
Big burger! Good burger.
This newscast is sponsored by Numerica Credit Union. Life moves. Live well.
Well, let's get one last look at that forecast, shall we? Because we are going to be talking about changes coming our way here with those temperatures looking at the mid-70s for this weekend. Breezy weather will start both Saturday for Tri-Cities and on Yakima's 7-day forecast there. We take it out completely on Sunday, but I will say even on Saturday, we will ease up those wind speeds going into the late afternoon hours. Nowhere near to the degree that we have been experiencing over the last 24 to 36 hours. Then after that, you can see our 7-day just maintains those 70-degree readings in there. We're also going to include a sprinkling of some chances of rainfall Tuesday and Wednesday as another disturbance comes in from Alaska to allow for more than just the Cascades and the Blues to see some rain. We'll see it down in the valleys as well. Amounts look to be light right now, but we'll be watching it closely over the weekend and update you with the latest as we get closer to time. Overnight lows will be in the 40s for the next several days. Austin?
Hayden, thank you. You've done such a great job filling in for Stacy. She will be back with us next week. Hey, real quick, tomorrow I'm throwing out the first pitch at the Dust Devils game, so come on out. Game time, 6:30. That's going to do it for us here at 6. I'm Austin Reed, hoping your news is good news.